Hello, everyone. I wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about this short story analysis essay that you are writing this week that is due at the end of this week. I'm seeing a few questions come through emails, and I just wanted to clarify a couple of things. Make sure that you have opened up all of the documents relating to the short story analysis. I think that will help you. Remember, it's in week 2. If you open up the short story analysis essay folder, you will see quite a bit of information. It is very important that you read through everything that I have shared with you. It gives you the outline. It also gives you some sample essays. But first, I want to look at the outline. Your essay should be 5 paragraphs. I have given you each paragraph what to include. The introduction paragraph is where you summarize the short story. Remember to stay in present tense. I'm noticing that some of you in your reading response from this week that you have kind of gone back to past tense. The story is still considered alive. The characters, the action are all considered alive. So we need to stay in present tense when we talk about the stories and the characters inside the stories. For example, you don't say the grandmother talked to Red Sammy. You say the grandmother talks to Red Sammy. So again, use present tense even when you're summarizing the short story. The last sentence of your introduction paragraph is your thesis statement. That is found on that handout. Very important that you follow that formula because then it sets up your next 3 paragraphs. What are the elements and what's your theme? What is that focus that you have in your short story? So if you will look with me, let me open up this other handout for you. This is the short story guidelines help essay. And number 5 gives you a formula for your thesis statement. And here it is right here. And then above it, I've given you some samples. So let's say you're writing about the story of an hour. You would say, in the story of an hour, Chopin uses, what are your devices? Maybe it's tone, foreshadowing, and symbolism to show, to criticize, or to explain what's the theme. That some aspect of human nature is the theme. So like if you look at number 2, the example that I've given, in A Rose for Emily, Faulkner uses symbolism, foreshadowing, and suspense to criticize the Southern aristocrats' inability to accept change during and after the Industrial Revolution. That's the message. Or if you look at the number 1, Chopin celebrates the strength of women and illuminates the necessity of women to be free in a male-dominated society. So that's the message that you think Chopin's trying to say. That's the message that you think Faulkner's trying to say. Here are your elements become paragraph 2, 3, and 4 in your essay. So make sure you read through this handout because it really does help you in writing your own essay. Let me go back to our class. I've also included some sample essays from former students. If you will open these up, I think that will help you as well. They have the same outline that you have, but you also kind of get a little bit of an idea of what are some things that they struggle with, or you can see my marks, some of their comma splices, some of the things that they did not do well. For example, right here, however, he didn't have enough money. It's however, he does not have enough money because, again, we want to stay in present tense. But if you look at it, you've got an introduction with the thesis statement. Then you have your 3 body paragraphs. And finally, you have your conclusion where you get to give a personal evaluation of your short story. So I think that will help you in writing your essay. Again, follow through, look at all of the handouts that I have given. Also, make sure that you have formatted yours in the correct MLA format. Page 161 in your little Seagull handbook shows you what a heading should look like, what a header should look like. So make sure you have read through that and make sure I don't count off any points just for your formatting not being correct. When you are ready to submit your essay, a couple of y'all were having a little bit of difficulty with this in the point of view notes. You're going to go to week 3. Then you're going to scroll down and find the actual assignment. Here's the assignment. You're going to click on the assignment. Then you're going to go over here to Browse My Computer, find your file that you have saved your essay under, or however you want to do that, then select it and then hit Open. And then you're going to make sure that you have agreed to submit your paper to the global reference database. That's basically just our safe assign. I cannot give you a grade unless you have submitted it through this plagiarism tool. So make sure you've checked this button. And then you're going to hit submit. That, if you were actually doing it, I don't have an actual way to submit it, or to attach it, but when you browse your computer, you're going to hit open. Well, there it is. And then you're going to see your file right here. Make sure that that is showing up before you hit the submit button. And then once you hit submit, it goes to me. Again, if you have any questions about this assignment or anything else, please feel free to give me a call. If you want to email me, give me your phone number. I can call you. Just let me know when's a good time to make sure that I'm not calling you while you're at work or something like that. Again, make sure you are opening up everything in each week. I know a couple of y'all were having some questions about like, where do I find this quiz or where do I find this response? If you will do them in the order, for example, it says watch the theme and symbolism notes. And then once you opened up theme and symbolism, then the next assignment is sometimes right below here, like the good man is hard to find reading response. And some of y'all were saying, I can't find the reading response. If you'll go in the order that I have the checklist, because it's usually by the date of due dates as well, then I think that will help you. Feel free to call me, email me if you have any questions. If you want to call my office number at 903-983-8694, you can leave me a message there and it will send it to my email if I'm not in the office. That way I can get to you quicker. Or again, if you've emailed me, you surely know that I try to respond very quickly. But feel free to give me your phone number if you want me to call you and go over things. I also don't mind using Zoom, which is a video chat tool that if you want me to kind of, you and I both be at our computer and we can talk together and go over things as well. I'm here to help you. I want you to be successful. Again, make sure you're completing every assignment during the week. I know it's fast. I know it's a lot, but again, it's 8 weeks and we only have 8 weeks to complete all 3 units. So work hard and before you know it, the end of the semester will be here. So feel free to call me if you have any questions. I look forward to reading your reading responses this week and also look forward to reading your essays. Thank you a lot.